Hi, Mark here from AmericanAeration.com, and in this video I want to do a quick review of the EasyPro Sentinel PA66 pond aerator. In this review we'll cover some of the key features of the PA66. We'll also talk about use cases, in other words, where you might find it useful in terms of a pond size and overall depth. We'll also cover some basic maintenance tips and points that you'll want to keep in mind, and then in closing we'll cover some comparable systems that you'll find on the marketplace to the PA66. So some of the key features of this system: the PA66 with a single rocking piston, half horsepower compressor, and 3 diffusers will aerate ponds up to 3 acres in size. Some of this depends on the depth that you have to work with, and we'll cover a bit more of that in the next slide. As I said, it is powered by a half horsepower compressor, very reliable, long running. It has quiet operation and is generally considered in the low to medium category in terms of sound output, in terms of aeration systems like this in the industry. It's not the quietest out there, but there is an option to get soundproof dampening foam in the cabinets if you choose to go that way. And so that helps a little bit, but generally speaking it has pretty good quiet operation. What you see in the image is an optional steel ground cabinet. This is the deluxe Sentinel package that has the cabinet, internal receptacle, pressure gauges. It has all of the amenities in it in the Sentinel package. You can find 2 cabinets available with this line. One is a post mount cabinet which mounts on a 4x4 post, a dock, or even a wall or structure, or the ground version that you see here. These are fully protective and all of them come with cooling fans installed. The rocking piston compressors that are used in these systems are meant for continuous duty. They are designed to run 24/7, but they do get quite hot in operation, so we do recommend having a cooling fan or something to exhaust the heat and good cross ventilation whenever you're either building your own structure or cover, or a better way is really to look at one of these factory cabinets, because we've never had issues with overheating in those. All of them have fans in them. Reliability index for the PA66 in our experience is about an 8 out of 10, 10 being perfect. We've had very few problems over the years with these systems. They've been great, but we have had a few diffuser plates get broken off due to damage or an incident or something like that, and so that's come up a few times. And then we've had a few pump issues. Capacitors have prematurely blown out or whatever. It's not common, but we have experienced a few instances. And fortunately, EasyPro has been excellent about providing warranty protection and coverage and response. So if anything ever develops, they've been quite good about taking care of the problem with the customer. That's important. And so we have had a few of our systems, a few other brands that might have better reliability overall, but EasyPro is extremely close in terms of that metric, and generally they are a good, affordable system, very good performers for the money. Warranty on the components of this system: 5 years on the diffusers, 5 years on weighted airline, and 2 years on the compressor. In terms of specifications of the PA66, the 66 with 3 diffusers will aerate a 1 acre pond 5 to 8 feet deep, a 2 acre pond 8 to 10 feet deep, and a 3 acre pond 10 feet deep or greater. The kit itself includes a half horsepower rocking piston compressor, 300 feet of 3/8 inch weighted airline. It has 3 of the QS2. This is the twin plate quick sync diffuser. These are self-weighted, self-syncing, and the fittings and clamps that you'll need to put everything together. Optional cabinets, as I mentioned, include the no cabinet, the post mount cabinet, and the ground cabinet versions. Specs on the pump itself: again, half horsepower SRC25 rocking piston compressor. It draws 3.6 amps on 115 volts. 230 volt wiring is optional. If you have that, we can do that. 4.5 cubic feet per minute air output split between the 3 diffusers. Maintains a 1.5 CFM out of each diffuser, ensuring that you get good action and good reaction in the pond, good turnover and good oxygenation from every diffuser. It has a 50-foot max operational depth, and then cost to operate on a 24/7 monthly operation around $25, give or take a few bucks, and that's on 115 volts. In terms of maintenance with the PA66, this uses a rocking piston compressor, and with all of these piston-driven compressors, you really have 2 points of maintenance to keep in mind. The first is the air filter intake cartridge. This needs to be changed out whenever it gets restrictive or dirty or whatever, and generally I would suggest watching for that at a 6-month to a year time period. It could be shorter. I don't recommend putting these pumps in really dirty, dusty environments. I don't think you get the best longevity out of them that way, but we've had some industrial situations that might require change outs every 3 months, but for most customers I would say 6 to 12 months is pretty average with this filter. Keep an eye on it because the intake of the air is very important to the output of the air into the pond, so this has to be a pretty clean component for the system to work optimally. In terms of the other component of maintenance, from about 2, maybe 3 to 5 years on average, you're going to see potentially compression drop from the pump. Now, in operation, the pump will be running, but you will see maybe one of the 3 diffusers in this system stop. It won't produce bubbles anymore. It's typically not plugged up or anything. The other 2 are running fine, but the pump is losing air output. And so what you want to do is consider getting a rebuild kit. All manufacturers, including EasyPro, have these available, and they have the components that you need, the seals and gaskets and a few other little components that will restore the pump to full operational capabilities. It usually takes about a half hour, maybe a little longer. A couple simple tools, a hex wrench and a screwdriver are usually all that's needed, and you can have the pump up to max operation again in no time, and be good for another handful of years. In closing, some comparable aerators you might want to check out. All of these are listed on our website at AmericanAeration.com. They are relatively comparable in different ways. Casco Robust Air RA3 is a 3 diffuser half horsepower system. It also has similar cabinet options to the PA66. Reliability is a bit better, warranty is quite a bit better, and we feel that the efficiency or the output of the system is a bit better, but it is a little bit more money, so it's a consideration, but it matches up quite well with the PA66. The AirMax PS40 is available in a 3 diffuser array, but it uses a 3/4 horsepower pump. You're going to get a little more air output out of it. It will cost more to run per month, and a ground cabinet, a very nice poly cabinet, is available with this system, but they don't have a lot of cabinet options beyond that. The American Aeration AA4 is a direct drive solar. This is a daytime operational solar system. If you have no power anywhere nearby, it might be a good consideration. It has 4 diffusers instead of 3, but it provides very similar coverage, if not a little bit better than the PA66. And then the Solaire 2.3 Plus is a full-time solar aerator, similar in coverage, similar in output as the PA66, using 3 diffusers as well. So this is a battery backed up full-time solar, so it will run around the clock for the most part and provide very dependable service, even if you have no power near the pond. So if you have any questions on any of these systems or the EasyPro PA66, be sure to get in touch with us at AmericanAeration.com. We'll be happy to help if we can. I hope you have a great day wherever you are.